Oh, why would you
Oh,
say something like
I
that?
didn't say nothing.
Not
I was saying Semitic things. Pro-Semitic.
anti-Semitic. You were saying just Semitic
Semitic
things.
things.
Yeah, not pro-Semitic either. Just straightforward Semitic.
Shalom.
That's all you've been saying.
Yeah.
That's as Semitic as you can get. I mean, shalom.
Shalom, baby.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, let's crank some G4s.
What'd you do today?
Went to the mall. I got some shoes.
The Mall of America?
The Tukwila Mall.
The
I got Din
mall.
Tai Fung.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like
Oh,
it could be good.
so good. I'm going to the zoo tomorrow.
Nice. Hopefully Bill Russell's there. Rest in peace, Whoopi.
Rest in peace. With
I listened to Dougal. Man, that episode was wild.
Seth?
Yeah. It was a very good episode.
He could come back soon. He's been hitting me up.
Sweet.
Sethy boy.
Sethy boy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
We're
ready.
writing a movie.
We're ready. We're going to do it. What does this do? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Play.
Movie. Wait, hold on.
Why am I holding on?
I'm gonna have to charge my computer soon. It's okay.
Charge your computer, charge your headphones.
I'll move around.
Charge your life, man.
Well,
But
yeah, we're good.
That's what I noticed when I dip my balls in
Nicole
soy sauce.
Kidman. Yeah.
All that soy. What was that food you used to eat that you loved but would give you incredible diarrhea?
Eggnog?
No. That also does. Rendang? Is that
rendang.
What was that restaurant called?
It was on Isa.
Isa. You get some rendang and you'd have
shout out rendang.
You'd have the spiciest diarrhea of all time. What was rendang?
It was like a spicy rice soup, something or other.
Huh.
I miss Isa. Dearly. Obviously.
You miss the diarrhea like crazy.
I sure do.
When was the last time you had diarrhea?
Oh, right a week ago.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what happens more often than you'd think.
Yeah, mine was the last poop I took. I usually once every day, at least for me.
Yeah. We need some fiber.
That's the life of somebody with irritable bowel syndrome, though.
We need some fiber.
We need some fighters.
We need some gerbils.
We need random celebrities to have birthdays in the same month, like Sam Rockwell, Tracy Morgan, Owen Wilson, and Old Dirty Bastard. These are all crazy things. Crazier than gerbils and guinea pigs fighting, but we got a movie to discuss.
Movies.
I put this little note in here when I started the movie up before I remember that it was in my
facts.
Like, they put a guinea pig in the production. Yeah, they did.
They did.
Little Hurley. But
then we open on Galifianakis.
Yeah, his name's Ben. He has a secret meeting with Darwin because the feds are coming tomorrow to shut them down.
And then Darwin's a guinea pig. He can talk.
Of course.
Who voices Darwin again?
Sam Rockwell.
He's like the main guinea pig.
Yeah, who do you main, you know?
Yeah, I main Sam Rockwell.
I main Peely.
You main Blaster.
I main Peely in Fortnite. Okay.
I got 2 Funko Pops today.
Nice. What were they?
My first 2 ever. You'll never guess in a trillion years.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Guess one.
A
Funko Pop, I would
Funko Pops can be literally anything. They make them.
One is Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas.
Okay,
Those
and
are
the
my
other
fucking
is
shine bucks.
Danny DeVito.
No, the other is a sitcom female star.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, it's Elaine.
Nice. I actually got it right.
Yeah, and some shoes.
And some shoes. And
And then
what did you
Darwin
eat?
and Din Tai Fung. And Darwin is maining this shit.
He's maining. He's the main guinea pig, and the only way the feds aren't going to shut them down is to perform and show them their skills.
Prove themselves in the field. Yeah.
Him and a squad of there's a mole, there's 3 guinea pigs, and a fly.
Literal fly on the wall.
All working together. They're targeting Leonard Sabre.
Soon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
So a former arms dealer who now makes like blenders.
Appliances. Yeah, he's arms dealer and CEO of Saberling Industries. He has sold a secret military microchip to the Middle East, I thought they said, that could bring war and havoc, called Cluster Storm. Operation Cluster Storm.
I think it's just him ending the world, but yes.
Yes. And they're going to send the guinea pigs in to intercept the microchip from inside Leonard Sabre's estate on his computer and save their program and save the world.
All in one day.
Yep. The mole is underground. The eyes of the operation.
I didn't really like this bit about the movie, but they throw us in like it's like we're on like episode or like movie 9 of the G-Force. You know what I mean? There's like no introduction.
Cuts literally to Ben Gallivan or Zach Galifianakis. Darwin, we really got to get this right now. I was like, whoa,
yeah, we need to get it right this time. And then they throw new characters at us without really introducing them.
Yeah.
You know, there's a hot guinea pig.
Yeah, Penelope Cruz's guinea pig. Her name was Juarez.
Juarez is hot. They fucking sexualized the guinea pig.
You remember when she came out of the water and she nakedly shook off in front of Blaster?
Yeah,
He was hard as a rock. His little guinea pig. His little guinea dick.
So they're like. So now we're already like at like the action of the movie. They're swimming underwater into the estate or something.
Yeah, Blaster and Juarez are underwater wearing like fucking scuba diving masks. Speckles, the mole's underground. He's the code writer.
Comms guy. Yeah,
he's a comms guy. Mooch, the fly, is the literal fly on the wall. The eye in the sky. Anywhere. The eyes. And Darwin is our main. And they're all in there. Yeah, but Tracy Morgan's guinea pig is in love with Penelope Cruz. She's so hot. But she is into Darwin because Darwin is not into her. Mind games. Women.
Psychology. Yeah, guinea pigs.
Darwin gets all the way to Sabre's computer, like almost instantly, and starts to download the cluster chip onto his file.
Easily. Mm-hmm. This whole thing. They can get anywhere they want so easily. I guess because they're guinea pigs. That's part of their allure, but they rarely encounter security or like a butler being like, "Hey, get out of here!" They just walk right.
Somebody thinks it's a rat. You're just, oh my god,
because they're experts.
Yeah, he's in his office. He sees that
the only
views the
failures
cluster
they
storm
have
chip,
or like politically. But yeah, go ahead.
Right. He sees the cluster storm chip and realizes it isn't about selling illegal firearms. It's about world domination and extinction.
You're right. All the appliances are going to turn on and kill everybody.
What
would be the point of that? Is this just like a 5-year-old's idea of what a supervillain does?
Yeah, remember it's written by a 5-year-old.
Yeah, but like, why would he want to kill everybody as a CEO? Just kill everybody?
Yeah,
7 billion deaths.
So there's a direct correlation to the Mitchells versus the Machines, right?
Yeah.
Where it's the uprising and everything, and it's the CEO. But in this one, he's like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do world domination. In the Mitchells versus the Machines, he's like, I've programmed something to make us all better, and the old AI takes over.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is like your classic, like, don't think Cartoon Network villain.
Yeah.
World domination, kill them all. Okay, we gotta stop it.
But Sabre's headed upstairs while Darwin's trying to get the info that's encrypted on his computer. So they got to get Speckles to hack it. And Mooch is buying them time by flying in Sabre's nose and whatnot. This is where you said, like, he would have fucking died. He's just a fly?
Just a fly.
inside a man's nose, but he's buying him time, and Darwin realizes he can't get the whole file off on the chip, so he's got to do a remote transfer onto his flash drive. They had an escape route through the chimney, but if he goes up the chimney, it's going to block the signal. He's got to stay in the room.
Which is a little in the weeds for a kid's movie. The minutia of file transferring.
They're like, watch out, fucking encryption. 7-year-old's like, exactly. Yeah!
Exactly.
But so he has to wait around, and Saber's in the room with him. So he's hiding in the little fireplace below the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
But like Saber walks in, and like he smells guinea pig. He just knew the smell of guinea pig.
Yeah, I could buy that. Guinea pigs could be stinky.
He knew it was in the fireplace because he turned on the fireplace immediately.
I mean, they have a good waft fireplace. I mean, I buy this.
This is the thing you buy?
I buy this.
The Saber can automatically tell guinea pig smell.
He's like their enemy. He probably is trained against them.
Oh, he's been training as well.
That's the big twist of this movie.
He's been also sneaking into people's homes.
Yes.
Nobody's ever seen him.
Yeah. Double espionage. That's what you mean by being a double spy.
Yeah, we watched Red Notice. We know.
Unfortunately. This is a better movie than Red Notice. I'll say that.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Worse than Mitchell's versus Machine.
It's in between those two. You're right.
There we go. We can firmly say that, yeah. So Darwin narrowly escapes onto the roof because the fireplace is activating. It's going layer by layer. He gets out, but Speckles is trying to get out of the hole. He's trapped by a Doberman. So they got to do a rescue mission for him.
Which is fun. I like that. This is kind of funny, this stuff, like the over the hedge type stuff.
I mean, when you said, like, how did they not get caught anywhere? I was laughing so hard at 3 guinea pigs in parachutes, like, flying down from the roof of a mansion. Nobody's like, what the fuck is that?
Go get those, yeah. Not even a Doberman, really.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But they all make it out in one piece. But as they're escaping the estate, an exterminator is there and smokes all their asses. Gasses them.
Like a little Holocaust reference, I'm pretty sure, for the kids.
Oh, of course, a little Chernobyl action, maybe?
Yes.
Well, the exterminator wasn't it wasn't Saber like on top of it. Hey, somebody get over here, I got guinea pigs. It was Ben. It was all a cover-up.
It was good extermination.
Good old Galifianakis, who's working with them. And so they all kind of escape in his van.
He's pretty good at this role, I think. Like you can't get someone too handsome or too smart to be like the head of the guinea pig team. It has to be someone like Galifianakis. Like, no one takes him seriously. I get that.
And Blaster in the van proposed they name themselves G-Force as the special ops crew. Everybody's like, yeah, G-Force.
Good G-Shock.
So the feds end up coming to Ben's secret lab. It's Will Arnett. He's the head of the FBI or something.
Good role. He needs a suit on, I think, in all of his roles.
He looks good in the suit. I will agree. Yeah. Another time we agree.
He'd be bad if he was like in cargo shorts and a t-shirt, wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah, he couldn't pull off the Adam Sandler attire.
No, but Sandler can wear a suit though too. He can dress it up or down.
Yeah, the versatility is crazy.
Not Arnett, but he's wearing the suit here. He's at his powerhouse.
He looks great. And Ben is showing the feds the entire training facility. They got cockroaches in there with cameras strapped to them. Apparently, they were the first thing that they kind of did.
Good espionage, but they probably get killed easily.
Yeah, guinea pigs galore in there. They're not really impressed about all this until they realize that they can talk to the guinea pigs with a special little hearing device.
That's a plus. But they still want proof.
That would get me. I mean, fucking talking guinea pigs?
That would be enough, to keep the program going.
But they need proof. And apparently that heist that they did to get the cluster storm file was not authorized by the FBI.
So it was an illegal breaking and entering. They committed a felony.
Basically. And so they demand to see the info that they got or risk being shut down. Speckles is like, well, I've got this encrypted cluster form file. He plugs it in. Turns out to be only a file for a cappuccino machine instead of the world extinction that Darwin saw.
What? I think, yeah, the file transfer was blocked off. Dropbox's servers were down.
You remember when Seth told us he had Dropbox?
That was crazy. It was an app on his phone. Yeah.
And it was only for iFunny memes.
That was crazy. He's a crazy guy.
What the fuck was that?
Why does he have Dropbox?
Why would he ever have that? Well, Will Arnett is shutting the whole operation down, and he's going to make all the special ops animals be exactly what they were meant to be. Pets.
Send them to the pet store, even the fly.
But Mooch was outside with the eyes on the conversation the whole time so that G-Force could hear it all. And they're like, oh shit, we're going to be pets. We got to escape or risk being turned into normal guinea pigs. So they escape through like the male air chutes or something.
Oh
my goodness.
So sleepy, but no.
Sleepy baby.
It's all a ruse. It's all a ruse, yeah, for the guinea pigs as well. They get out.
Well, Darwin almost didn't get out. His little chute, his little
it was jammed.
Yeah, it was jammed. It was like fucking Goose in Top Gun.
It was, and then just like Goose, he dies. A dead guinea pig falls onto the street.
The main dies.
Yeah, the main.
Could you imagine 20 minutes into Top Gun, Maverick's just dead?
That'd be a great choice. That's what Top Gun Maverick should have been.
Top Gun Maverick was so good, though.
Imagine if they killed him, though.
It was so good, though.
Movie. If Tom Cruise dies at the end.
Or if he dies at the beginning, and you're like...
Or if he dies at the beginning. Take me away, Rooster, yeah.
Well, they are able to escape because Darcy, I think her name was buying them some time, pretending that there were guinea pigs in a crate wearing invisible Harry Potter cloaks or something.
Yeah,
they're afraid to step on them.
Yeah.
Good shit. They make it out and onto inside a cat crate on a delivery truck, but safe and away from the feds. And this truck was going to be bringing like pet supplies and stuff to the lab, but it has to go back because it was all shut down. And so it's going to Elias's pet store.
Oh no! So they're back to being pets, it seems, actually.
And honestly, yes, but I was like, do we need to name this? Like, they really
they did hit Elias
on the front of the brick and mortar store.
They did hit Elias hard.
We don't need this. They could just be in a random pet store.
In a mall pet store would be better even.
And they get put inside a cage with Hurley and Bucky and some mice just right next door.
Some dumbass mice.
Hurley is fucking John Favreau as a big old hairy guinea pig. Bucky, Steve Buscemi as a little hamster.
Doing some good voice work, some cracked out classic Buscemi voice work.
Buscemi, his voice work, I don't think he's ever missed on.
No, I think that's like the appealing thing about his live acting too, is his voice work. So you can kind of get the rat face and the weird mannerisms out of it, and you just get all the energy. He's perfect for a rodent voice.
Did you know?
Could be anyone better?
Did you know that he was a fireman beforehand?
I did at 9/11.
Yeah, the 9/11 shit. Props to Buscemi, man.
Legend. He's directed some episodes as well. The best episode of The Sopranos he directed.
Really?
Yes.
What is the best episode of The Sopranos? I haven't seen.
Pine Barrows.
What season?
Season 2.
Interesting.
But he's a
yeah. And so they're all in there. They find that there's no way out. They can't break through the glass or anything.
It's an impenetrable pet shop.
They send Mooch to report to Ben and let them know where they are and the deadline.
To adopt them and shit, yeah.
Come adopt us. Cluster Storm's deadline's already in like 29 hours. They're so fucked.
That's like the world's going to end, yeah. Also, we don't want to be adopted.
And Mooch took... Because he's just a fly. He could have just flown right out. Huh?
Who's Mooch?
The fly?
No. Who voices Mooch?
I don't fucking know. He didn't really say anything.
The mole?
That is Excuse me. The mole was shit. Who was the mole? Speckles. It's why am I blanking
Nicolas
on
Cage,
the name?
there it is.
Nicolas Cage. But who played Mooch?
Some nobody. D. Bradley Baker.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I mean, all he did was just go.
You're right. I was more concerned about Nicolas Cage.
But he's a fly. He could just fly right out. He took the most dangerous way out of the pet store. He went by Niecy Nash's face. Then he went right past the chameleon.
Yeah, which loves flies.
And then threw a series of Venus flytraps. I was like, bro.
He's dangerous. He could have just like flown up on the ceiling.
He's a bad boy fly.
He's bad boy fly. That's why he's a special ops.
Mooch, the bad boy fly.
Mooch the bad boy fly.
But as people are coming into the pet store, they try to act cute to get adopted and get out of the cage. And did you notice that this movie loved the Black Eyed Peas on their soundtrack?
Oh, yeah, of course. What movie? 2009? Yeah, prime Black Eyed Peas.
This is the third time in 20 minutes that the soundtrack used Black Eyed Peas. It was 1, Boom Boom Pow, and 2, I Got a Feeling. They wasn't even 3 separate
and these
songs.
Weren't the hamsters that did the Kia commercials, correct? Those are different hamsters?
Yeah, it is.
But those also were Black Eyed Peas featured, I think. So maybe Black Eyed Peas had a brand deal with guinea pigs around the same time.
Maybe. Well, the people are in this pet store. There's a little girl with her teenage brother and a dad. And then the little girl's like, I want that one. I want the one to put a dress on her and everything.
Yeah.
Juarez is pissed. She's like, no, fucking.
I'm a badass. Yeah.
And the teenager's like, I want the fat one. So Hurley's like, I'm finally getting out. Teenage boy just puts him in a lacrosse stick and throws him across the pet store.
You should not let the kid get that.
Into the snake cage?
You should not let the kid adopt them. Yeah.
This kid is a menace to society.
Fucked up. You thought the little girl from Nemo was bad. Yeah.
This is Sid from Toy Story fucked up.
At least.
Except Sid didn't know the toys were alive. This kid's just like, send this fucking guinea pig to a snake.
Yeah, that's funny.
Luckily, Hurley was in the cage next to the snake that he landed in, so he survived. But I was like, what the fuck? But ending up, Blaster and Juarez get adopted, leaving Speckles and Darwin still in the pet store. And you get scenes, like I said, Juarez getting dressed up like a princess, and Hurley and Bucky. But they have a plan. Speckles, he's going to play dead to get out of the cage and get buried, because they saw that the last guinea pig that died, they buried him, and he's a mole. He can just burrow through the ground.
Who's going to ever adopt a mole?
It's a good question.
From the pet store. What an ugly pet.
Also, you know how big moles are?
Yeah, who knows how to take care of a mole?
They need to be underground. They have no eyes.
So it makes sense that no one adopted him and he dies.
But as they take him out to be buried, the trash truck comes by, the garbage truck comes by. So just fucking throw him in the dumpster.
So there goes Speckles.
So Darwin watches Speckles' body just crushed in the compactor. Like, shit.
To be seen later.
Whoa, yes. And Ben is using his cockroaches with the cameras on it to infiltrate their lab, because it's been shut down. It's overrun.
The FBI take it over, but they need the information back.
The PDA from the reader without being caught. So they send them in, they steal it, and they've got their information that they need.
Successful cockroach.
Except all the cockroaches were seen, because they sent in 100 of them. Well, so I'm sure some of them died in the process.
But they was successfully completed.
They got the mission done. Back at Elias's pet store, Hurley notices a little birthmark patch of hair on Darwin's butt that matches his, and tells him that they're brothers.
Is that how that works?
I don't. I'm not a master of guinea pigs, but
I guess that makes sense. So they are brothers, long lost.
We're brothers, and that Darwin is not some genetically bred superhero, but just a normal pet store guinea pig. Darwin's not having it.
Yeah, Darwin's like, I'm white, I'm superior.
I'm the main. Come on now.
He is the main. Fuck, what are you talking about? I'm Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell does rock well.
Well, I may add.
And Ben and Darcy are viewing that PDA, and it looks like the normal cluster storm
PDF
file that... No, they call it a PDA in this.
Not a PDF?
Yeah.
They call it a public display of That's what I was thinking, affection.
But it looks like the normal cluster storm file that Darwin saw until it starts to fritz. And they find out that the PDA has been encrypted with an extermination virus as well. So that the more they access it, the more memory it's going to wipe.
Yeah, that's a thing. More encryption. Of course it's a thing.
8-year-olds know this.
Some more file sharing options, yeah.
Dropbox,
Seth.
iFunny.
So then they're holding like a meeting, right, with Saber, like a world domination meeting.
Yeah. Saber has a video conference with Mr. Yanshu, who is helping him with Project Cluster Storm. There are a couple others in there, but it's mostly Leonard Saber and Mr. Yanshu.
And basically, this is how we're going to kill everybody. Our Holocaust.
Video conference.
It's Hitler and his Goebbels, if you will.
Hitler and Mussolini and their Goebbels.
His gerbils, if you will.
It's a video conference, but Mr. Yanshu doesn't want his face to be seen.
Yeah. Like gerbils.
And Darwin and Hurley were here, Bucky, in his little house in the pet store. Bucky had a rule. Fine line, do not come near my area. I've got this little area.
Yeah.
But they hear the house like bumping around. I thought he was going to be masturbating. I thought it was going to be like a fucking or a masturbating hamster thing.
I could see like a fucking thing, but they wouldn't.
I don't know what the Steve Buscemi character, though, that would fit.
It would fit to see him jerking off.
No. They come in, they lift up his house to see a ton of food in there.
Oh my God.
Where did it come from?
It all. It can come from the outside.
Well, because they can't get out.
There's never been an escape hatch.
Darwin stomps and an escape hatch. Trap door falls out.
Yeah.
And this is why Bucky said no crossing my line, because he was the only one that was going to get out at night.
Yeah, maintain the secrecy and not escape. Just get food, Bucky. What the fuck?
Yeah. But this is Darwin's way out. But he's infuriated that Speckles, rightfully so. He's like, you knew about this thing the whole time and you made me watch my friend die in a garbage truck? Like,
well, yeah.
I get it. He's very pissed. But Darwin's out of there. He jumps out. He's going to leave. Bucky fucking kicks Hurley out of the cage, too.
He's with him.
Falls down. Hurley's too afraid to be out there on his own and joins Darwin on his journey.
Who plays Hurley again? God damn it.
Jon Favreau.
That's right, Jon Favreau.
Nicolas Cage is Speckles. Sam Rockwell is Darwin. Yeah, Tracy Morgan is Blaster. Mooch is Baxter. Something.
D.
Penelope Cruz is Juarez.
Okay, I'm set.
You got it.
I watched this movie like 4 days ago, but we're good.
It's okay. And Mooch
today
finds Ben, just a little fly, and Ben's like, "Holy shit, Mooch, are you the fly? Are you actually Mooch?"
Yeah. Well, I recognize different flies,
and
you can pick a fly out of the lineup.
Mooch doesn't have the speaking capability that the other guinea pigs do, so the whole time he's just like, "Me, me, 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 me." And he's like, are you serious? They're stuck at Elias's pet shop?
Elias's, yeah.
So he's going to have
that emphasis.
But the feds beat Ben to the pet shop and asked for the guinea pigs as fugitives. But it looked like they didn't release any info. But when Ben comes, they're like, they were the feds. Obviously, we gave them all the info. So now they're one step behind Will Arnett in a suit.
He's still got the suit on, too. Looking good.
And out on the town, Darwin and Hurley have to make it past the neighborhood dogs. They break down a tire swing and roll through the tire across the way or something.
I've done that before.
Inside a tire wheel well?
Have you?
No.
Rolling tire, of course, it's terrifying.
Did they roll you down a hill and you fucking broke your back?
No, you don't. You're protected by the rubber, but it's sickening and nauseous.
I'm pretty sure I've heard people on like Jackass doing that and breaking their back, like bouncing and shit.
Well, we did that when I was a kid.
Did you bounce?
And no, but the taunts from the older boys hurt just as much.
As a broken back, I get it.
As a broken back.
Broken heart, broken back. What's worse?
Or taunts from older boys.
But this was to another Black Eyed Peas song. I think it was Boom Boom Pow again.
A second time.
So now we got 2 and 2.
Is this the penultimate Black Eyed Peas?
It is, yeah. It's the 4th of 5. And Blaster and Juarez are at the kid's house. They escape the house after some gnarly tricks and hijinks on an RC car.
Yeah, and this poor kid who was so excited to adopt 2 new best friends for life. They just fucking bust ass out of there and break his toys in the process.
The little girl for sure was upset. She wanted a guinea pig to dress up and all that. The little boy was put Tracy Morgan's one in there, was doing flips and shit immediately.
That's true. He's right. He's mad he doesn't get a victim.
But roaming the streets, Darwin and Hurley come across a bakery. Hurley's so infatuated with the cake in the window.
Has to go in. But
Darwin sees the cappuccino maker in the store window, and he's like, "Well,
it's a saber.
If I go inside the coffee maker, I can take the microchip out from inside of it, and we can use this for Operation Cluster Storm.
We can analyze it." So they go, hijinks ensue in the bakery
because he's wicked smart.
Lots of powdered sugar, yeah.
And as he tries to pull that microchip out, the coffee maker turns into an evil robot crab.
Would that have happened if anybody tried to take out the microchip?
I guess so.
In the robot crab mode?
I'm surprised that robot crab mode works without Operation Cluster Storm being activated, but...
That's what it's just you try and remove the microchip?
Yeah.
That can't be safe. Where's OSHA?
OSHA's all dead. They were murdered by evil robot crabs.
If only, right? That's the America I want to live in.
This coffee maker had a shit ton of weapons, though. Like
built inside.
Blades and swords and guns and but it's trying to murder them. Darwin's able to defeat it by getting it run over by a GMC truck.
Little ad placement.
Backing into the street. And it runs over the coffee maker and not him. But he realizes that this is Operation Cluster Storm, to turn all of Saber appliances into evil robot weapons.
To kill everybody.
To murder.
So they gotta have meat about it.
And everyone's now back at Ben's, minus Speckles because he died, but including Hurley.
Oh, he didn't see Ben. Speckles died.
Well, Darwin did. Crushed in a garbage truck.
Didn't see a body.
No, but I mean, he was crushed in a garbage truck.
Yeah.
But where did Hurley get this communication earpiece? He's already tapped in. He knows exactly what to do.
I guess he's a super special guinea pig too.
Yeah. And Ben tells them that he feels sorry about his actions and not letting them know their real identities.
This little X-Men type shit. You're not special.
You're not. None of them are really genetically modified agents, but just standard guinea pigs. Yes, together.
Together, we're a team. We're G-Force.
Except the X-Men.
Halftime speech.
Except the X-Men all do actually have superpowers.
Well, I guess that wasn't a great example. Yeah. Maybe like the Steelers or something.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Kenny Pickett-led Steelers.
The Steelers.
But yeah, they're G-Force. You know, they're gonna get there.
They're gonna go. They're gonna shut down Cluster Storm.
And feds get a call about 2 giant hamsters riding a skateboard on Pacific, so they know the G-Force and crew are heading towards Ben's place.
That could be any just random hamsters.
Yeah, and Hurley gives Darwin a little pep talk that he needed to believe in himself, and they want to finish the task they started. But they've only got 30 fucking minutes before Operation Cluster Storm strikes.
And before the movies ends.
And so they're going to take a new gadget. The hamster guinea pig ball tricycle mobile vehicle.
We haven't seen a lot of the hamster ball stuff yet. Yeah.
So it's a triple all-connected tricycle guinea pig
it's the Batmobile of the guinea pig balls.
It also can go 65 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
These tiny little things are hooked up to a V6 engine. What the hell?
They need ping-pong in there.
And they're going to go to Saber's mansion, plug in the virus-infected PDA into his network, and see if it will crash the system.
Might work.
My next note's so stupid. I must have Dougal on the mind because I put big Chevy Chase scene here. As backup Chevy comes Chase to scene. Pursue the hamster balls. All on the road in Chevy Tahoes.
Tahoes versus the hamster balls. Because
the tricycle can break up into 3 separate ones. So each hamster ball is being chased by a Tahoe.
By a singular Tahoe.
Darwin seems to know exactly how to work his ball because he's like, this button's going to activate the saws to slash the tires.
Yeah, he did. I never used these, but yeah. I mean, that might be part of their training, I guess.
Caused a gigantic wreck with some RVs and whatnot, but the 3 converge with just one SUV following Juarez, and they're able to elude them by going to the fairgrounds and having the SUV run over a bunch of fireworks, causing another wreck with a festive flare.
Yeah, nice note.
What was that park called with the Coca-Cola? American Village.
That makes sense. America Town.
With a festive flare.
That was beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful.
And G-Force is at Saber's mansion. Within the time frame.
You only need to get past the trucks. And then they're in the house.
It's all about the trucks.
And then they're already in the master computer.
Well, the thing was, it was like they were at Ben's house. It's bright as day out, California. We got 30 minutes. They get to Saber's mansion. It's pitch black out. They're like, we got 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Sunset.
A lot of movie coming. Yeah.
Sunset from high noon to.
Yeah. It gets dramatic, Brandon.
Of course. So dark. Saber has his secret villain meeting to enact Operation Clusterstorm. But as he does and realizes all the appliances are attacking people, that this is not what he expected as the CEO.
Yeah. He wanted money.
Yeah, of course he wanted money.
And world domination, not death.
Not death. And G-Force are trying to break into the control room while Hurley's standing guard, but he gets distracted by food and ends up inside in a live killer robot microwave with some cake.
Of course.
And also there's a tripwire. Don't forget about that.
And there's a bomb. Yeah.
It's connected to a grenade. They can't get past it. They can't get in. But they got to wrestle the microwave so it doesn't trip the tripwire.
And then Hurley trips the tripwire.
But they also got to save Hurley because he's being cooked inside a microwave.
After he's eating some cake.
But the microwave robot is bested. Hurley's saved. They did hit the tripwire, though, causing a gigantic explosion. He did get his cake. And Darwin gets split up from the rest behind a glass pane or something, and he's got to go to the control room with the PDA all on his own while the others find a way through.
But he's not a special hamster. He's regular.
He's Simple Jack.
Yeah, that's the moment of this movie. So he goes in there.
He goes in there, and inside the lair.
In the basement, right?
In the basement. It's fucking Speckles!
What are you doing here, Speckles?
He's like, why don't you help me take down the program? He's not there to help him. He is Mr. Yanshu.
That's how he got there. That was the twist I was alluding to. Good twist, a little bit. I like the good twist.
I was honestly kind of shocked. I don't know why
Speckles is alive, but yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of it, but when I saw Speckles, I was like,
I mean, he's literally a mole. That makes sense, yeah.
And he is, and they said also Mr. Yanshu is Japanese for mole as well. I don't speak Japanese, but yeah. And Ben and Will Arnett and Leonard Saber are all in a van watching Darwin through the little things as he navigates the lair to the virus to stop. And everybody's like, oh shit, Mr. Yanchu's a fucking mole.
They hate his ass.
And I kind of liked this backstory from him too, because he created this program to create an army of robotic appliances that then create an array of magnetic nodes to get the nodes to suck down all the space garbage onto Earth's surface and make all human life migrate underground or die. And they gave his backstory, and reasoning as
his parents died.
Speckles, he was smoked out of his home by human exterminators, and his parents died, but his dad told him that if he ever gets the chance to take down mankind and their evil ways. I was like, oh,
that's pretty good. And he's been working with G-Force this whole time.
The inside man. So Speckles, he's like, you think you can take me down? Watch this. He created a literal Transformer
bot, yeah.
Megazord, Power Rangers-esque.
Yes.
All the appliances fused into one. And
pretty badass.
It was pretty cool, yeah. Breaks through from underground. The only thing I didn't like was his little control center that he was controlling it from. Wasn't like enclosed in anything. You could just get right up on top and fight him himself.
If you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't have like a little bit of protection or something, but it's out on the ground. It's fucking raining space garbage, like meteors left and right.
It's happening, yes.
And now it is G-Force versus Speckles and his robot. And Darwin's just trying to plug in that PDA, but he falls off the robot all the way down.
It was dramatic too, like the Die Hard.
Alan very slow motion, falling. Kind of reminded me of Amazing Spider-Man 2, where Gwen Stacy's falling and Peter Parker shoots his web, and the web looks like a hand reaching.
But he doesn't reach.
But who's there to save him?
It's Speckles.
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's Hurley.
Oh, it's his brother.
A heroic self-sacrifice to get Darwin back to the top and take down Speckles on a pulley system, basically, so that he could shoot him back up, but Darwin Hurley falls basically to his death.
Goodbye, Hurley.
And Speckles has taken out all the humans, but Darwin gives a beautiful, for destroying his family, Darwin gives a beautiful speech about how G-Force is his family and how Ben made them a family by taking them in when they had nothing.
He adopted them from the store, yeah.
They weren't meant to be anything, but now they are.
And if Speckles destroys them, he's destroying another family, which makes him no better than the humans.
Exactly. And he realizes the damage he's done, but apparently it's too late for him to override the magnetic nodes and flying space garbage. The only way to do so is if they happen to have like an extermination virus on a PDA or something.
Yeah, and you could upload it real quick or something to like a main server.
Too bad they don't. They do.
It's Blaster and Juarez.
G-Force works as a team to get the PDA back to the top into Darwin's hands and take down the robot in the Cluster Storm program.
Wow. And then, but they did lose Hurley, so
yeah,
there's some sadness still.
They're like, they try and find him. They find him buried beneath like some metal rubble. Pull out his lifeless body, grasping onto a piece of cake.
He's fine.
And Darwin confesses to Hurley that he was a hero and would be proud to call him his brother.
They're true brothers. They are special.
And Hurley comes back to life.
Yay! He gets to be part of G-Force.
With almost basically what was like smelling salts. They used the cake and rubbed it in front of his nose. So smelling cake.
She was totally fine.
But instead of eating the cake, his greatest love, he's just happy to have somebody that he can call a brother. And joins the team of G-Force.
Yeah. Here they go. They did it. Mission accomplished. Time to set up the sequel.
And the world has to come back to normal, but it already is. The world's back to normal. G-Force is getting new members to their crew. Bucky and the mice.
They get to join. Well, Bucky was kind of a shit, but I guess he's sentient, so I guess
he can learn. Yeah. And Blaster still tried to hit on Juarez, And
then they hook up.
Is training for the crew. The crew gets a direct call from the director of the FBI. Apparently, that wasn't Will Arnett.
Well, it was at this time. It would have been James Ray with a W, a political figure.
In 2009,
pretty sure.
Gets a call from him. James Ray will say, and Speckles is on the call. He is the one actually deactivating all of the microchips in each of the 178,000 affected appliances.
It's tough to go. I mean, there should have been more. And also, Speckles isn't like sent to prison for life.
Yeah, no, he's just a little community service thing. Deactivate him, and then he's going to come back and join the team. Will Arnett's like, I apologize to you guys for doubting
me. I apologize.
I work at the South Pole now.
Yeah, he got demoted.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing there. And then the director thanks them for all their hard work, says their funding has been returned, and they are now members of the FBI and get their own
G-Force
female body inspector badges.
Yeah, G-Force is now an FBI branch, baby.
And that is the end of
G-Force. One more Black Eyed Peas song.
Yeah, a little rave party in the credits as all the animals and guinea pigs are dancing. And as the real credits are rolling, we get I got a feeling tonight. So 3 of those, 2 Boom Boom Pows. It just shows how big those songs were in 2009.
Well, yeah, and this had to have this. This is a layup. The equivalent now would be some Imagine Dragons, right? If you had G-Force in 2024.
Thunder, feel the thunder, thunder,
I think so.
thunder, feel the thunder.
It's that kind of movie. It's mainstream. It's G-Force, baby. That's the movie.
Did you see that? Imagine Dragons just broke a record for like the band with the most like platinum streaming records or something.
No, those fucks.
The 2 biggest streaming, like the biggest streaming band and solo artists are Imagine Dragons and The Weeknd in the world.
Yeah, Weeknd's more deserving than those fucks. But here we are. We've reached the end of the movie.
Ending the movie. We can do our GRRs.
Our GRRs, our GERs. We're gonna growl at you.
Oh shit!
Oh, gotcha, Brandon. Yeah, make sure there's no animals in your car. They're gonna get aggressive.
Oh, about the mouse.
What mouse?
Remember, earlier I told you. Early in the recording, I told you that
I
popped open the hood and there's a little dead mouse in my engine from when it was so cold out, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
First time I ever found one. Super sad.
It's sad. At least he lived as good a life as a mouse could have lived.
Well, mice are so cute. It's like the New York City rats that scare me.
Yeah, they're cute too. So how many quotes was I due this week?
56.
Oh wow. Okay. Complete honesty. It was a logistical issue this time. In Seattle, spring break, you know what I mean. I'm at the beach. I didn't have anything to write with, so the movie.
Well, you were going to take them on your phone this time.
No, I was at the beach, Brandon. There was a glare, so I couldn't.
Yeah, you're right. The glare.
I tried. I did. I wrote them in the sand. I wrote 56 quotes in the sand, Brandon. But unfortunately, it was low tide. So when I went back to write them down after the sun had receded from the glare, they had all since been wiped. So
I really think
this week.
How about next week?
What's our movie next week? I'll have to see.
Hotel for Dogs.
Oh, I think I can. I think it would only be just if I did 68 quotes next week.
68 quotes for Hotel for Dogs.
Well, and I'll be back in Missoula. I'll write them. How about this? I'll write them down and do them digitally.
I think you take Seth's idea. You take a Sharpie and you write all the quotes on your body.
Yeah, I could do that. It's a good idea. And I won't shower.
Yeah, don't shower for weeks.
I want shower in preparation. Do you have any quotes though?
From now, I do. I only have a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, 8 quotes.
It was a pretty snappy quotey movie. Yeah, I did have 56 at one point. So go ahead.
For me, for getting 8, who the most quotes of any of us by far every time.
You're right.
You were able to pull 56 out. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
3 from IMDb, 5 that I took myself. The 3 from IMDb. Speckles goes, "We've got a worm to decipher," and Darwin goes, "You're a genius," and he goes, "I'm a mole. I got a thing for worms."
I'm a mole. What do I do?
Skibbity bad.
What I do, baby?
I'm the fucking gabagoo.
I'm Nick Cage. Yeah.
Blaster, when he pretended to die being smoked out, he goes, "Yo, Waters, did you catch that little leg twitch at the end of my death? That was acting, baby. I was feeling it."
Something Tracy Morgan doesn't know how to do.
How was my Tracy Morgan impression?
It was like a 6 out of 10.
Werewolf B'mitzvah.
That's good. Spooky. Now you're the
You ever watch Scare Tactics with him, like the Punk'd, but it was like the horror version?
No.
Or they did genuinely scary
No, that seems immoral.
And it wasn't celebrities; it was just random people nominated their loved ones. Great show. Okay, and then Tracy Morgan be like, "Why are you so scared?"
I'll check it. I like that premise.
Last IMDb one, Hurley goes, it's Hurley and Bucky going back and forth. He goes, "Don't pay any attention to him. He's a quarter ferret." And Steve Buscemi is Bucky. "I have no ferret in me, Hurley. That has never been proven." He's like, "Well, then why were you marked down?" He's like, "I'm on sale." Everyone goes on sale eventually. And he said, "This should come as a surprise, but he grew up in the psych ward at UCLA."
He's not part ferret. He's on sale. That's great.
They had a good back and forth.
Good rapport. I mean, Buscemi steals all.
Okay. The ones that I took, Juarez, Penelope Cruz says, "Men are like government bonds. They take way too long to mature." What an adult.
Bad joke. Bad joke.
It's not even that funny for us as adults.
Yeah, and the writers put that in. It's like, I got one. There you go.
Fucking roasted men.
That's a literally joke if I've ever heard one.
That was Cormac for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Bucky goes, "The truth is, my grandmother met a ferret at the San Diego petting zoo. Nothing happened. They dated. My papers say hamster. The papers say hamster. End of story."
He does look a little ferrety.
Well, and I just love that because that's obviously your papers, a Mexican,
a guinea
wet ass pussy,
a guinea dago at the border trying to get in.
Some
guinea dago.
When frickin' the kids and the grandpa come in to adopt the guinea pigs from Elias's pet store, the little girl seeing Speckles the mole, like you said, who would want to adopt a mole? She just goes, "Ew, what is that, Grandpa?" And he looks at Speckles. He goes, "That is a hideous crime against nature." And I was like, God damn.
I felt bad for Speckles there. The Grandpa wasn't too hot looking either.
No. And penultimate quote from me. Ben, when he sees Mooch and Mooch tells him to go to the pet store, he goes, "Oh, Mooch, you're a genius. I was so worried about you. I don't like when my fly is down."
My fly was down twice today, actually. So
at the mall?
Joke. At the mall once, yeah.
Were you wearing underwear?
I was.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, but they weren't covering my penis. So that was out.
That's the thing, is you love to cut penis holes in your underwear to make peeing easier.
That's the thing.
When your fly's down, it's rough. I don't know why I took this last one. I was hoping it would pay off or something. Speckles just goes, "I have no quarrels with you, Darwin, but mankind must pay." Must be like a Charles Darwin evolutionary. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a little more intellectual, but
that's pretty theatrical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's our quotes. Sorry about the tide.
Yeah, next week, 68. Coming at you.
Sweet.
It'll only take a couple minutes. Ratings.
Ratings time. Can you get within 8?
That's my goal.
Ratings time. Can our friend Lucas get within eight?
Thermometer for G4?
Yeah, thermometer. Critics.
I think I'm not going to get within 8. I'll say 35 for critics.
Oh, it's a 22. You're wrong.
22. Fuck. How about the people, though?
Audience score. Yeah, I have that.
38?
Oh, 40.
I'm in. 8.
In.
And let's go with I think they're gonna give this Metacritic gonna give this a 31.
41, Lucas. I'm sorry, man. How about
Can
an
you just
audience
fudge
score?
the score?
I can't. Out of 10, audience score.
You integrity-bound bastard. Audience score out of 10. A 3.4.
It's a 5.1, Lucas.
Wow. This is a 5.1?
I was thinking that maybe you would get within 0.7, and then the cumulative average of all of those would have been 0.8 off. But no, 1.7
You're trying to get me
off.
to win. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm just a fucking loser.
Not gonna happen.
Seth wins this week, I guess.
Seth wins. So critics gave it a 22 and a 41 for a 31 and a half.
Yeah.
32, 10, 9 and a half, 31 and a half. Audiences gave it a 40 and a 51 for a 45 and a half.
Yeah.
Before we give our ratings, let's see where this falls on our list.
Yeah. Why not?
Out of 5.1, this is going to come in at... Well, let's see how many films we've done. Well, once we finish... Pal... Oh, it's too late. Once we finish this month out, we'll have done 144 films.
Yeah.
This is coming in at the 47th best film.
Okay.
47th worst film.
Right around the middle then.
Let's see what's right around it. Right below it are some that we've actually done this season. You've got Howard the Duck, Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death.
Better movie.
You've also got Deck the Halls.
Better movie.
The Velocipaster. And Garfield the movie.
Maybe. I didn't see Garfield. We hated Garfield as a show, though.
Correct. And then ones with scores right above this, you've got Stealth. Moonfall. Doll Man.
I don't mind Moonfall anymore. I love Doll Man.
Morbius.
Sure, Morb.
Little Nicky.
Terrible.
Jack Frost, that remake of Point Break. So that's what we got.
And you're asking me what my score is now?
Yeah, let's do your score. Lasagna scale.
The people want to know what my score is because they trust a film buff's opinion. So I will give this a 3.6 on the lasagna scale for G-Force. It was dumb, but not offensively dumb. I think they were cute. I think it looked pretty decent. I mean, they paid a lot of money for it too, so I like Zach Galifianakis. It sounds like a lot of positives, a lot of negatives though incoming. The story was dumb. It felt like G-Force 9 instead of just the first G-Force, like we said. Sure. I thought the twist was good. I didn't think the villain was all that compelling. I think a 3.6 is pretty appropriate for a gerbil starring live action movie. What about you, Brandy?
We differ a little bit. Just a little bit. I was a 5.9. I was above the 5.0 mark.
5.9? Okay, I'm interested to hear why.
Like we said, this is a visual effects guy doing this. It looks very good for 2009. Very good effects.
Yeah.
Obviously a story about gerbil superheroes. It's not going to be the cream of the crop, but story was okay. Really liked the voice acting actually from pretty much everybody across the board. I do agree with you. Great twist. The villain was okay. I liked the backstory and the reasoning there. The villain of Saber, not great.
That's
the villain
of
Speckles,
you're right.
very good.
You are correct. Yeah.
And then some just kind of it's easy. It did cost too much, but yeah, 5.9.
I mean, that's not on us. We didn't have to pay any money for that.
True, yeah. 5.9. I thought it was an easy watch, and it was kind of breezy and lemon squeezy.
I kind of thought we'd both be in there. It's better than Space Chimps.
It's better than Space Chimps.
Animal gang on an adventure movie.
Better than Red Notice.
Better than Red Notice.
Worse than Mitchell's versus the Machine.
Worse than the Machines. You have some quotes for the boys? I mean, some reviews from the boys?
I have a single critic review and 7 users.
Okay, is the critic Roger Ebert?
The critic is Roger Ebert.
No way.
At the Chicago Sun-Times, short and simple, he says, a pleasant, inoffensive, 3D animated farce. 2.5 out of 4 stars.
Wow.
So 62.5.
That's
6.3.
That's more in line with you, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people call me the Roger Ebert of podcast.
They do call you the Roger Ebert podcast, and they call you Squilliam as well.
Yeah, they also call me Stumpy.
They call you Stumpy. They call me Girl Puncher.
Ooh, nice. That's one I wish I had.
You can earn it.
They also call you
an earnable nickname.
They also call you Lord Huron, not to be mistaken with the band, though.
No. Yeah. They just call me Lord Huron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not mistake it with the fucking band.
Yeah.
And then the last one they call you is L Rents.
Don't ever do that again. So the first user review is Little Songbird.
This is, of course, Little Songbird. On January 4th, 2010, she says, the plot does fall into predictability, and I just fear that the film was a little too tense for children. That said, it is a decent and fun film. The pace skips along fairly quickly, though some parts felt a tad too rushed, and there were some witty parts in the script. The special effects were close to outstanding, especially the firework display gone wrong in the enormous Transformer-style robot. The acting is okay. Galifianakis is the most impressive, but Bill Nighy, the great actor he is given very little to do as the supposed villain. It is the voice cast that impresses me more, though, with lively turns from particularly Sam Rockwell, Penelope Cruz, and Jon Favreau. Nicolas Cage was flat out unrecognizable as Speckles, I admit. Plus, the animated characters are quite cute. On the whole, this is a decent film. 7 out of 10.
7. The gerbil movie, but yeah, she tends to like these things. So
yeah, she does.
Is Snoopy style on a reviewer you procured?
He's the next one that I procured for you. August 31st, 2014.
This is Seth Tigner, yeah.
Seth Ryan Tigner coming at you
of Billings, Montana.
This is when he graduated high school. G-Force Review, he says, it's a fun idea to have these little creatures as a super spy team. It's a mistake to split them up. The best thing for the team is time together to build up chemistry. With all the big name voices in Galifianakis, this should be a lot funnier. However, it is nothing more than a flat kids movie for little ones who will find the guinea pigs cute. 5 out of 10.
More in line with my thoughts, and he still gave it higher than me.
Yeah, they like this, the splitting them up and them not having any backstory. And
that's what I thought, yeah.
Said G-Force 9.
You're right. Another user review we've done before?
Just one.
Bevo.
No. You don't like this guy as much. The Cost Mask.
I do not like Cost Mask.
September 29th, 2009, he says, it's obviously a movie for kids. The animation is good. The story is pretty thin. And the morality of it all is ... Well, let's say very PG. Should that be a big problem? Should that be more frustrating to you than rewarding? Another thing that I almost didn't realize is the fact that some people might be appalled by the fact that the movie deals with rodents. There are quite a few people who really dislike rodents. This movie is not for those people who dislike rodents, of course.
Yeah.
5 out of 10.
Oh my god. He never misses Cosmos. Careful that the G-Force movie, you never would have guessed it. They were rodents in this thing. You don't like them, you're not gonna like that part about it. He doesn't miss.
It's like, does somebody that was like super afraid of rats or something see the poster and be like,
oh man, yeah, maybe I should check the reviews first though. Cosmaps. No!
Let me see if my boy. Let me see if my boy Cosmaps give me any rodent warnings.
Yeah. Oh my god, he did.
Oh, thank goodness he did. God, could you imagine all those rodent haters going to this film? All newcomers from here.
The last 4?
Yeah, Giraffe Door.
Oh, I know this guy.
You don't know Giraffe Door. April 28, 2022, they say, I advise you, get drunk and watch this festival furry talking technophilic cuteness. I barely remember the story, which means it didn't suck. And I remember a movie that sucks, but just go along for the ride with amazing set pieces and impressive animation. 7 out of 10.
Amazing set pieces.
Get drunk, he says.
It's the premise of our show, largely.
Except
get drunk and talk about them.
Except now on my water cleanse.
Yeah, me too.
Next is by Judiciary.
I know this guy.
You don't know Judiciary. Yeah. August 7th, 2009, almost your birthday.
My boy. Yes, my boy. You would do this on my birthday.
He says, I want to say that G-Force was much better than I had anticipated. Clearly aimed at the juvenile portion of the market, this grandfather had a delightful time attending this with his 6-year-old grandson.
Yeah, it sounds like the Judiciary I know.
The special effects, even in 2D, were extraordinary. I'm still not exactly sure what I saw. Was it animation, computer-generated effects? Did they use live-action animals?
Judiciary. No, they did not do that.
All in all, I don't think this over 60-year-old could have enjoyed a film for the elementary set anymore. 10 out of 10.
Wow, that's a good reviewer. I like him.
I don't know what the fuck I
Write
just
him
saw.
Down. Yeah, he's a good reviewer. I'm gonna nominate
Judiciary?
him.
Okay, him and I remember I put another one down. I think it was Mr. Quang.
He was good too. Yeah.
Penultimate today is by Cinema Fan.
Oh, I know this guy.
August 4th, 2009.
Yeah,
almost your birthday.
Fan. Yeah, he would do that for my birthday.
He says the Disney Oh, I forgot I put this one in. This is your review.
Yeah.
The Disney ethos of the lost finding themselves, the virtuous crashing through the plight of evil, and the traditions of family and friends are, as once again expected at the center of it all, an ever-perpetual trait that is still ever present.
Nice.
However, the message here feels wafer thin, lost in the sea of mundane mediocrity that seems only to plug the gaps of a poor script, weak plot, and extremely tiresome film overall.
Yeah, I agree.
Take away the rodents, and we are seriously left with an empty, and again, pointless excuse in filmmaking. By taking it back to the pet shop of whence it came, and by demanding thy refund, and in doing so, you may find other, more rewarding works of art. 1 out of 10.
Wow. I totally agree with every word. Yeah, Cinema Fan. He didn't lie in his name. He is a Cinema Fan.
Yeah.
Found them here.
And my last one's by Nestle Saurus.
What? You said I wouldn't know any of these guys. I knew them all.
You don't know Nestle Saurus?
I named Nestle Saurus.
October 13th, 2018.
Almost my birthday.
She says, it cured my crippling depression. This movie was a blessing sent by God himself. Very cute and funny characters, which made me forget my endless pain of living. I even found myself falling in love with a character. It will be hard to control my sexual urges today, but the power of God will guide me through. I have a blessed evening. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's a man who saw Juarez. Yeah. So
that's going to end it. Are you recommending G-Force to people?
I don't know. I gave it a bad score, but I would not recommend it. I think I agree with one of the reviewers said. Better than I expected. I don't think it's all that great still. take that. Make of that what you will.
Okay. I think I would for sure recommend to kids, even with
all the kids listening to the
talks
podcast.
Of extermination viruses and encryption and government bonds, and
but that's why we love $1 Million Duck and stuff.
That is true. That is very true.
We have to lean in all the way for that, but
they didn't. They did not lean into stock bonds and
they dip their
financial markets or anything.
So maybe dip your toes into the movie. Yeah,
I would give it a recommend, especially for children.
Blanket recommend, especially for children with a blanket.
Yeah. With a blanket, they have to have a blanket. Their baby blanket. But that is ending G-Force this week. That is ending the podcast this week.
Okay, good. You're like
forever. Next week, continuing with the Pet Pals, we've got
our masterpiece.
Made your mom cry.
Yeah. Hotel para dogs.
Hotel in Spanish, just hotel?
No, it's something else. Motella.
Motella le dogs.
Los perros.
Los perros. Oh. Hotel for dogs, folks.
Yeah, they need a place to stay when they're on vacation, and we're going to tell you all about it.
I'm going to tell you right now, it stars Jake T. Austin, but I was not able to find the reviewer that was like, oh my God, I fucking love Jake T. Austin.
I'm sure,
Abigail Breslin, XOXO.
We'll feel the same in our hearts anyways, so won't be necessary.
Oh yeah, I'm always feeling that way. So
Jake T. Austin.
That's going to end it.
For dogs.
Hotel for dogs next week, and then last episode of the season, our masterpiece,
the Tui.
The Tui. You went to school with the director?
Yeah, I had class with him. Yeah.
So he dated
me.
Helen Mirren, Glenn Close.
And
who did he date? Who did that guy date?
That guy dated Glenn Close and Carrie Fisher.
Brad
Bird
just went to your high school
when I was in the first grade. But yeah.
Watch them. Watch Hotel for Dogs. Watch Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Look into the fucking sun. I'm telling. Apparently, there is an eclipse happening. So yeah,
really can.
Look at the sun, please. I'm begging you.
Yeah, do it.
They tell you not to. Do it. You'll never regret it.
We're the truth. Good douche.
Good truths.
Good truths. Damn, my computer's at 2% and my AirPod batteries are at 8%.
You just barely made it.
We're coming in low. Oh my gosh, I have 2 minutes left on my computer, it says. I gotta save this. I gotta end this. Oh my god. I'm excited for Hotel for Dogs. I wish I could have my mom on as a guest.
You always can.
That'd be tough to get her to Skype in, I think, on a Sunday.
Why? Why would that be tough?
She's like 1 billion years old.
She's not 1 billion years old.
How come this isn't saving? Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. All right, I'll try and hit you up with these tomorrow, Brandino boy.
Hit me up with them in the morning. Let your computer charge a little bit, though.
Yeah, this is gnarly. All right, see you, bud.
See ya.